Here's your scores after one rotation in the second session tonight. California, and then Arizona, Arizona State, and Washington. Utah is there at the bottom because Utah won the first session this morning. So you can compare the numbers of the four teams in the night session with the champion from the day session. Go all the way over to the right. That number in yellow, 197.925. is a huge number in collegiate gymnastics. Only 5 teams this year reached 198. Utah was one of those teams last week against Georgia. But if you go 197 plus, you're very good. All 4 of these teams tonight need to reach 197, and none of them have reached that number so far this year. Here's California's lineup as they move over to the bars now. Richardson, then Howe, Owens, Asturias, Crawford, and Alferos. We have not seen Richardson or Alferos so far tonight for California. Remember, this is a program, California Golden Bears, that barely survived budget cuts back in 2010. And now, a very bright future.
Big release combination for Emily Richardson. Directly connected, 2 major releases. A little short on that handstand. Wrapping it up, giant full double pike above the bar. Good start.
Yeah, that might be a season high for Emily. Right now, her best mark is a 9.8. That's just what she wanted. She's a bar specialist. Amber Wabma will lead off Arizona on the balance beam. And this is one of Arizona's better events.
This leadoff position for every team is such an important spot. They usually pick an athlete in this first spot to be somebody that can put up a big score, but more importantly, is a calm competitor. Handspring layout, step out. Very nice. Beautiful combination work there. And all that she has left is the dismount. Double full, oh! Wow, that was really the only major deduction in that whole routine. She just needed to bend her knees a little bit more on the landing.
Ali Salas will lead off Arizona State on the floor exercise. They are ranked 23rd in the nation at better than a 9.2 per routine. Ali Salas has gone 9.85 on the floor. Sophomore from Kansas City, Missouri.
Nice double pike there.
This is a high energy routine.
A lot of people know this music. This was the music that Jordan Weaver, the 2012 Olympic team, used. In fact, at the UCLA meet, Jordan was in the room and she heard this music come on and she looked over and was like, wait, am I up?
Yeah, Pavlovian, right? You've heard it so many times.
Solid front 1.5 twist. We're gonna see a lot of energy from Arizona State on floor, and that is a great start.
Ali Salas for the Sun Devils. Washington will be on the vault here in the second rotation. And they're going to start off with a freshman, Faith Morrison from Leesburg, Virginia.
Well, this has been a tough event for Washington.
And Faith has had a tough season. An elbow injury has kept her out of training and out of most events.
She went with the simple vault, a layout Yurchenko that does not start from a perfect 10. So it already puts her down 2 10s. It has a 9-8 start value. So the same vault we've seen all day long, minus the twist, onto the table, and then just holds on to the straight laid out position.
They're just trying to get her back in form. There's Joanne Bowers, the head coach of the University of Washington in her 8th season. And once again, here's freshman Jessica Howe for Cal after Richardson posts a 9.775. Jessica Howe on the bars, a career high 9.85, came early in the season.
Release right here at the beginning of the routine. Beautiful Jaeger above the bar. Little close in on that release to the low bar. Great fight through that. A lot of times they come in a little bit close. It's hard to kip. Finish that pirouette. Giant full right on top, double tuck. Wow, it's been so great to watch this program grow. They have the difficulty in their routine. She was a little short of some of those vertical handstands. That's what's gonna take them to the next level.
California has had 3 coaches in 4 years. It's a remarkable turnaround, and now they have all these talented freshmen. Amber Wabma, 9.8. Ali Flores on deck. Ali Flores was the anchor on bars moments ago with a 9.75. She'll be on everything. Season high is a 9.85. She's hit that mark twice.
Triple series right here, back handsprings. That layout, step out right to the very end of the balance beam.
I watched her warm up this routine and she was great.
Finishing 1.5 twist. Nice routine. Take another look at her dismount right here. Great angle of how precise they have to be on that punch.
I just believe that most of the cats feed off of Ali Flores, a junior in their young team, so a lot of them look up to her as their leader. From Ali Flores, Ali Salas had a 9.8. Here's Becca Conrad again. Becca Conrad started things off for Arizona State on the beam in the first rotation with a 9.7. Her season high on floor came against UCLA, a 9.825.
Big double pike, beautiful landing. Comes right back with the clean double tuck. Teammates in the background rooting her on for the final tumbling pass. Combination. Little attitude there at the end.
Yeah, I forgot about that part, sure. John Spini, first one there.
Let's take another look at her last tumbling pass combination, 1.5 twist to a front half. Then she puts it in combination, and very smart because there's no landing deduction right here on the front to her seat.
This is not a strong event for Arizona State, so anything they pick up here is a bonus for them. Meantime, Washington has really struggled on the vault. They're only ranked 40th in the country, and the 9.575 opener by Faith Morrison isn't going to help. Madison Podlucky. Podlucky season high is a 9.8.
There we go. Lay out your Chenko full, clean landing.
We just saw Madison go 9.8 on the floor for Washington in the first rotation.
Let's take another look. It's always great when you start from a 10.0. That really helps. You can see that big leg separation in the middle and the pike down. But just that 2/10 advantage at the top of the score makes a big difference.
9.75 for Jessica Howen, as they so often do. Howe and Owens, the two freshmen for Cal, going back to back. Look at the top of this lineup, 3 straight freshmen for California.
That means a lot of potential, but that means room for error in a competition like this when the pressure is on.
Yeah, it's their first Pac-12 Championships. Everybody's watching, national TV.
Oh, wow. Combination to the high bar, her right hand did not grip over the bar. She had to take an extra swing in there. Finishing full twisting double back. Extra swing is 3/10, so let's watch right here. Out of the release, up to the high bar, that right hand, that dowel doesn't get over.
She reached for it blind, too.
Yeah, that is a good save right there. Potentially just 3/10 of a deduction instead of a fall.
It's really a remarkable save. She just reached and hoped it was there. Goodness. Allie Flores, 9.775. Jessie Sisler, sophomore. She's done well on beam this year. A 9.85 is her high mark.
Triple series, 2 back handsprings to the layout, step out. Oh. Wow, it looked like she was going to be able to hold on, but that leg was up. That is half of a point deduction, and she still has the entire balance beam routine left.
Remember that Arizona was second after the first rotation.
There. Finishing it out, 1.5 twist. That would have been such a great routine for Arizona. She just had that fall on the tumbling element.
9.85 for Becca Conrad. Here's Samantha Seaman. And Sammy with a little grin on her face. That was Justin Howell, the cow coach, who walked behind her. They shared a little laugh there for a second. been very consistent on the floor. All of her scores between 9.825 and 9.85. She missed most of last year with an injury.
Stayed in.
Yes, all the way to the point.
Right in front of the flag judge. All three tumbling passes, forward tumbling. She finished there with the 1.5 twist. Nice job.
Samantha Seaman, she's a senior from Branson, Missouri, so just like John Spini, it's her last Pac-12 Championships as well. Spini's enjoying himself. 34 years. He's coached 27 All-Americans, 4-time Conference Coach of the Year. He's got all the numbers. He's going to step away and spend a little more time with his grandson, Shiloh. Allison Northey.
Nice, Yurchenko full there. Take another look at this vault. Nice positioning on. Layout full off. And a clean landing.
Charlie Owens just a 9.45. Asturias waiting.
Beautiful handstand there at the top of this routine. Full twisting release to the low bar. Very difficult. Beautiful handstand. Nice combination here at the end of the routine to the double tap. Beautiful.
I think that face says it all.
Take another look at this release right here. We see a lot of athletes do this, but she adds a full twist, keeps her eye on the bar the entire time, and then finishes the routine out beautifully.
Asturias' career high on the bars is at 9.925. It happened in this building. Sisler just 9.3. So they'll get out the red mark, try to put a line through that. Shelby Edwards. Shelby Edwards had Arizona's best mark in the first rotation on bars with a 9.825. Her season high on beam is a 9.9, came against Air Force.
Nice tumbling combination there. Front to back.
She's been good on beam. 9 of her 11 scores are 9.8 or better.
Sharp and confident throughout this entire routine. This has been a beautiful routine. Double full, nailed the dismount. That is a big score for Arizona.
Great reacts.
She was flawless up to this point, finishing with a double twist off the end, spots the landing and holds on to it.
She did her job. And now it'll be up to Lexi Mills and Shauna Sankston to close it out for Arizona and overcome that miss by Sisler. Morgan Steigerwalt now on the floor for Arizona State. Season high 9.875.
Huge double pike. Arizona State looks solid on floor. Their lowest score so far has been a 9.8, and this has been another solid routine. Wow. That should be a score of a 9.8 or better, I'll tell you what. 4 for 4, looking good.
There's Yacalis again for Washington. Alex had trouble on the floor.
Little stumble there, off center. She's really on the front of the table. Had decent power, but it's gonna be a pretty good deduction for how far off to the left she is. Right there in front of the table, good height. You can see when she lands, she was still turning and it drifted to the left.
.985 for Asturias. I wonder if she liked it. Dallas Crawford now. So they start out with the freshmen, they close with the seniors.
Right now they're looking to drop that 9.45 from Charlie Owens.
Dallas Crawford comes out of Airborne Gymnastics in San Jose. That was Justin Howell's club team before he came to California to take over. So they have watched her grow up.
Beautiful combination work to start the routine out.
Justin Howell off to the left side of your screen.
Finishing double layout.
Sure, you bet.
They look good. They look relaxed and calm.
And they too are trying to drop Charlie Owens' low score. Shelby Edwards went 9.85 for Arizona. Remember how excited she was. Lexi Mills now the sophomore. Lexi Mills' season high on the balance beam is a 9.85, and she hit that mark twice. Once at Utah, once against BYU. That was Arizona's last meet. It was a tri-meet against BYU and Air Force. I'll tell you what, Arizona's had a difficult schedule. They've gone twice against Oklahoma when they were #1 in the country. LSU, Utah, Stanford, all teams ranked in the top 5 when they met them. And yet Arizona is almost a 500 team on the season.
This has been a beautiful routine. That's a great dance throughout. Another solid solid skill for her, the side semi. Dismounting, 1.5 twist, nailed it.
Arizona's keeping it together on beam. They just need one more from Shauna Sangston to escape this rotation. Back to the floor, where Arizona State has put together an impressive run of 9.8 pluses, and here's Risa Perez.
Well, wait till you see this floor routine.
Yeah, this will be about the most fun you're gonna have all night watching gymnastics. Risa Perez loves to perform, and this is her moment. Her high is a 9.875.
Big double pike there. What's so cool is she's a great performer, but she also helped cut this floor music and did a lot of the choreography. Then after she made up the routine, the coaches come in, make a few changes. See a lot of personality.
Saw that same move on beam a couple of minutes ago. And always the smile. Has she ever had a bad day?
Well, you know what? Regardless of what's happening, she always has that smile on her face. And you can see how much she loves to perform floor. And the bottom line is that was the 5th routine up for Arizona State on that event that's going to go 9.8 or better.
Ecalis with a 9.675. You're going to have to count that mark. Eliza Vacker.
Eliza performs a Yurchenko Arabian. Does start from a 10.0. It's a lot harder to land because it's a blind landing, and they need a big score right now.
She came up with one in the anchor spot on floor, a 9.825. Full sprint.
Wow!
Oh, yes.
We haven't seen her do that all season. Best vault I've seen her do.
Well, her season high is a 9.875. This has got to be better than that.
Well, she went straight up off the table. That was key right there. She bent those knees and absorbed the landing and held on to it.
Beautiful work. Yeah, the smile reflecting it. Getting a lot of attention. 9.85 for Dallas Crawford. So you saw the problem here for Cal in the middle is Charlie Owens 9.45. And they're almost out of it. So California is doing it on bars. Arizona is doing it on beam, trying to overcome one weak score. Leilani Alferos from Rancho Santa Margarita down in Orange County. Originally began her career at Oregon State.
Huge combination. She's a beautiful line on this event.
She has a career high of 9.95 on bars.
Big dismount right here, double front. That should do it.
Nice escape for California on bars. They come up big on their last 3. We'll check the score in a moment. So California gets through. Now you see the same thing with Arizona. Sisler's 9.3. They want to erase that.
Next on beam, Shauna Sangston.
Shauna Sangston, the senior from Phoenix. First time we've seen her tonight. On the balance beam, her season high is a 9.825. They would take that number right now.
Standing layout, step out. up for her tumbling series. Backhand spring layout, step out. Great save. You saw her struggle on that element. In fact, she fell on it. They're required a front skill, and so as crazy as it is, that is a very easy element, but it is a requirement in the routine. But all that's left is the dismount. Front layout full, not her best routine, but it should beat the 9-3 they're trying to drop.
Over to the floor, Arizona State, all 9/8s or better. Risa Perez, 9.825. Natasha Sunby. It's our first look at Natasha tonight. Sunby has the team career season high on this event, a 9.95 against Northern Illinois. It was the first 9.95 for an Arizona athlete since 2010.
Huge first tumbling pass. You mentioned that every score is above a 9.8. She can beat that right now. She's just got to stay clean. Difficult middle tumbling pass there. All that's left is this last pass. Big dismount, double tuck. We've seen great things from Arizona State this year. That was probably one of their best floor rotations.
Yeah, their season high is 49.3 on floor. That is going to challenge it. That's going to be at least a 9.8. Natasha Sunby finishes off our second rotation. Washington had Jackie McCartan scheduled in the anchor spot on the vault. She is scratched. Washington will accept their first 5 scores. Second rotation is over. We are halfway home in session 2 of the Pac-12 Gymnastics Championships at California. After 2 rotations in our night session, California continues to lead the way at 98.225. Arizona and Arizona State have flipped spots as the Sun Devils power through their floor exercise routine with a 49.25, their second highest score of the year, to move into second place. A slight advantage over Arizona, and Washington is still in 4th. We go back and look at California on the bars. Alicia Asturias with a 9.85, and they had 3 in a row.
She had this difficult release move in the middle of the routine, but she finished it off right here. Nice combination, giant full to the double tuck, and nailed it in a strong rotation for them, a 49.075.
Yeah, Crawford and Alferos also followed with 9.85s. Natasha Sunby on the floor for Arizona State. Anchor goes 9.9.
Well, pressure was off because they had 5 scores of 9.8 or better. So she was able to perform and put some clean landings on the tumbling.
And then Lexi Mills on the beam for Arizona, 9.875.
Well, this was a great rotation for Arizona. They hit 5 of the 6 routines. That 9.875, a key routine for them as they head into the floor exercise.
Gym Dogs had a great performance by Eliza Backer on vault. That is a 9.95. That is a career high for her.
Well, they started out weak on this event, but they finished it off with one of the best vaults we've seen in this second session.
And that 9.95 ties Utah's Georgia DeBritz from earlier today for the high mark in the meet so far. Very impressive. You see Utah, our leader from session 1, 197.925. Compare them after 2 rotations, and they still lead all 4 of these teams. California is the best in the night session so far at 98.225. We understand that if you don't watch a lot of gymnastics, that might be kind of confusing, looking at it like a tote board. Look at it this way: California, vault and bars. Both scores over 49. Down at the very bottom, Utah is our leader for the entire day. They also had 2 49s. The difference is 49-4 and 49-6. So after two rotations this morning, Utah was at 99 total. California is at 98.225. That's the difference. First time inside Haas Pavilion, the Pac-12 Championships since 2005. Jim Watson, Olympic gold medalist. Amanda Borden, what a season we've had on the Pac-12 networks. They've done gymnastics in every arena in the conference. Multiple times, actually. Washington will move to the bars where they're 23rd in the country. And Duranchik for the first time tonight. She was scratched on a couple of events, but now Caitlin is on the bars.
Nice opening combination down to the low bar, a little short of handstand, little form break there. Finishing it up strong, double layout, stuck the landing.
Her season high is 9.775, and that may challenge that number. Alicia Asturias has been all over the lineup for California. Remember, Cal is leading this session. Asturias just went 9.85 on bars, and Asturias had a 9.875 on vaults. Her season best on beam is a 9.85. That's also her career high. And she's been in a bit of a slump on the beam. Last 9 meets, nothing higher than a 9.8.
Should be tested right here, back handspring layout, step out, small balance check. Beautiful there.
Yeah, like most gymnasts, she gets on the beam, she gets very serious.
When we talk to Justin and Liz, her coaches, they say in the gym, she's full of energy, she's fun, she's pumping everybody else up, but when it comes to competition, she is all about game face. She comes here to do a job. And she was the lead out today. The job is hit, get the ball rolling for Cal on balance beam, and she did it.
Well, California has goals, modest though they may be. They know they're not going to catch Utah. That number is ridiculous, the 197.925. But California, again, is a program that almost was discontinued 3 years ago. Justin Howell comes in, helps turn this thing around. They have a lot of great young talent, and California is relevant again in collegiate gymnastics. They have a chance to finish maybe 4th. That would be a big step for them. Last year, California was 7th at the Pac-12 Championships. Arizona on the floor here. Shauna Sengsten. Stay in.
She stayed in. Little off balance on that landing.
She's trying to get traction on that mat. Saw Shauna on beam, 9.725 in the anchor spot.
Nice combination there, 1.5 front twist to the layout, step out. See your whole team in the background doing the routine with her. Rooting her on, giving her energy for this last pass. Wow, she almost came up short there.
Just enough to get home.
A little anxious on the punch in between the two skills, but held on to it.
Arizona State to the vaults. Ali Salas. Only one senior Seaman in this lineup. Arizona State moved from 3rd to 2nd, and now they take aim at Cal in the top spot.
Well, good start there. This can be a great event for Arizona State. They just need to keep their head in the game, stay calm. We've got some strong vaulters like this. Lay out your Chenko full, opens up for that landing. Tried to cover it up, a little bit rushed on the finish.
Arizona State trailed California at the start of this rotation by .350. Certainly enough time to come back in that. Duranchik, 9-7 opener for Washington. And for the first time tonight, Sheridan Metcalf. She's had some back trouble, and that's limited her to just the bars.
She has a big opening combination right here off the low bar. Up to the high bar, and then brings it directly back. A little short of the handstand. She also has a big dismount, double front. It's a blind landing. Nice job.
That wasn't far off from being a terrific routine. Asturias, the 9-8 on beam. Great opener for California. Here's Charlie Owens. Charlie Owens went 9-7-7-5 on vault, and then had some problems on bars. They dropped her score. Did not hurt the club, though.
She's been a key player for Cal in the all-around. Just consistent, stays calm, and has really made improvements every single meet. Like you mentioned, she struggled on bars, but when a freshman can rebound and come back on this event, solid and strong.
Well, and how about the experience that Howe and Owens are getting this year? They're in every meet. They're up on 3, sometimes 4 events. They've both been Freshman of the Week twice in the conference. No wonder Justin Howell is so excited about the future for Golden Bears gymnastics.
Dismounting double full. Great routine.
And by the way, Justin Howell was the coach of the year last year. In his first season as the head coach at Cal. He was an assistant for a year prior to that.
Let's take another look at her dismount. Round off double full. She can see that hot back, but she's a big smile on her face because she knows that's a solid routine.
We'll have all the conference awards for you after this competition is finished. The Coach of the Year, Specialist of the Year, Freshman of the Year, Gymnast of the Year. Shauna Sankton, 9-7-2-5 for Arizona. Shay Fox for the first time from Plano, Texas, the junior. Season high on floor is a 9.875. Came against BYU last time out.
Huge 2.5 twist. Tremendous height.
Fox is another of those gymnasts who was retired. In fact, she had quit the game and been out for 3 years, and then Bill Ryden made a phone call. But he just asked her to be the team manager. After a few weeks, she couldn't stand it anymore on the sideline and said, let me back in.
That's a gymnast, it's in your blood, but I can tell you, some athletes take a few weeks off and it takes them months to get back. It is such a difficult sport to come back in. So to take 3 years off and be able to come in and be in the lineup for Arizona, what a great experience.
Yeah, it's a great story. The connection is she's a friend of former Arizona star Katie Matuzik. And so someone talked to someone, and Bill Ryden right there in the red shirt finally dialed her up and said, let's make her part of the program. I want to ask Bill if maybe he was thinking, get her in the gym first and then see if she can still do it. Get her back on the floor. Allie Salas, a 9-8, very nice number for Arizona State. Carissa Kraus.
Wow, so much power, so much distance. She out-distanced the mat. Watch this. You can see how much speed really helps her distance. Nice position. She hops so far back, she misses the mat. Man, if she put a clean landing on that, that is a huge score.
She had a 9-9 winning the vault against BYU. I think she was trying to match that number again. Identical 9-7s for Washington. On the bars, they need a little more than that. Allison Northey now. Her season high is a 9.85. Last year at the regional, she went 9.875.
Nice pike gigger, directly connected down to the low bar.
So far, a clean routine.
You can just see those handstands. They're a little short every single time they cast. She finishes this routine out, full twisting double back. They've got the skills, they've got the landings, they've got to hit the easy things, which it sounds easy, but hitting those cast handstands is tough. You risk tipping it over.
Besides not getting vertical on that handstand, see anything wrong with it?
Not a lot.
9.8 for Asturias, 9.8 for Charlie Owens. Desiree Palomares. Desiree is another freshman for California from San Dimas down in the Los Angeles area. You're going to see 4 freshmen for California tonight. We've already seen 3. Zoe Draghi will be coming up later on the floor. Those are 4 athletes that'll be here 4 years from now. How good can Cal be?
It's outstanding to see these freshmen not only in the lineup already for Cal that are going to get all this experience, but they're doing a great job. They definitely have room for improvement in their details and their confidence. But they've got the skills. They just need to continue to perfect them.
Well, you know, Sandy Barber, the athletic director here at the University of California, is very pleased with her hire. Justin Howell has made an impact already. 1 year as an assistant, now 1.5 years as the head coach. And you mentioned his wife, Liz, on the staff. So, you know, they have roots in the community. They're not going anywhere.
Finishing 1.5 twist. Clean routine. She kind of walked out of that dismount, but head coach Justin Howell likes it.
He's got to wait his turn. There it is. Nice work. Amber Wadman now trying to get Arizona off that 9.775. Bump it up deep into the 9.8s. We saw Wadman on beam lead off with a 9.8.
Double pike, a little bit short there. Finishing 2.5 twist, little off center, little stumble out. We talked to head coach Bill Wrighton a few weeks ago and he said the floor lineup, their best lineup They just look like they're lacking some confidence on their landings.
And it's been the story all year long for Arizona. They have put up big numbers on each of the events, but they can't do all 4 on the same night. That's been their problem. 9.85 for Carissa Kraus. Morgan Steigerwald is next up. I was talking with Bill Wright, the Arizona head coach, during warm-ups. He was kind of complaining, but just acknowledging that so many teams have had their season highs against Arizona. And there's no defense in gymnastics, so it's not Arizona's fault. It's just bad timing. And I mentioned how tough their schedule has been as well. Steigerwald has the season high of 9.8 on vault.
Yurchenko full. She bent her arms a little bit on the table, so she had to pike that vault down. She doesn't look thrilled with it. Still a decent vault.
Does the reaction of the gymnast have any effect on the judges?
Well, I was always told, act like it's your best no matter what. You know, this is a subjective sport, so depending on what they think and feel will depend on the score they throw.
Moments ago, I asked Allison Northey for better than the 9.775, and we got it, a 9.825. Eliza Vacker.
Big opening, release combination. Whoa, great save there. She went after that handstand. That's the risk you take.
Saw David McCreary, the assistant coach, step into frame for just a second to spot. Eliza Vacker coming off a 9.95 on vaults.
That step on the landing, but that's the first routine we've seen from Washington. Really go after the details she needs. She had the big releases, nice combination work, and she really went for the handstands as well.
Unless somebody goes over a 9.95 on vault, Eliza Vacker is going to share the Pac-12 Championship with Georgia DeBritz of Utah. Be her second Pac-12 title individually. Serena Leon.
Back handspring layout to 2 feet.
Two great routines in a row. Serena Leon had a 9.9 on vault.
Wow. We know how tough this event can be. So far, that is 4 routines up, and they've all gone 9.8 or better.
(9.7) for Wadma. Mackenzie Valentin.
She has a difficult first tumbling pass. We see so many athletes performing back tumbling, but watch this. She opens with a double front. Difficult landing.
Wow.
I mean, just a full run right to the double front. You don't see it all too often.
It impresses me so much how someone can run just flat out and jump that high in the air, throw 2 flips, and then stop on the landing. From Mustang, Oklahoma.
Years of practice, Jim.
Oh, I'm sure. Season high on this event is a 9.875.
Another front tumbling pass there, that one in combination. power on her tumbling.
Yeah, she goes as high as anybody. Remember earlier today, Brittany Harris for Oregon State, Olivia Courtney for UCLA, up high into the lights. Looks like she matches them. Steigerwalt went 9-7. Samantha Seaman again. Nice.
Held on to it.
Tammy just posted a 9.825 on floor. So she's got a little momentum going now.
Let's take a look at this vault. Looked like she was a little high on, a little closed, but she knew exactly what to do to hold on to that landing.
Back-to-back 9.825s for Northey and Vacker. And here's Janae Janik. And it's a little too bad if you haven't seen Janae Janik this year. She is a terrific talent, a freshman from Simi Valley, just outside of Los Angeles, but she suffered a foot injury at Utah, and so it's limited her tonight to just a couple of appearances.
Wow, wow. Wow, that's too bad. She barely caught that first release, so she didn't have enough backswing to the low bar, came up short. Looked like she was gonna be able to fight through and save it. She made the right choice though. She went ahead and took the fall. Let's take a look while she re-chalks up right here. Not enough swing, so she comes and completely misses it. Almost holds on. She couldn't change that second grip, and now she has to start the routine from that point. Not only is she great on this event, but like you mentioned, she's been a strong all-around contender all year long. She dismounts their giant full double tuck. And that foot injury is not completely healed, which is why she's not in the other events. She's toughing it out to do bars and beam for her team. That is too bad. That should be a big score for them.
Serena Leon goes 9-9. This is a great rotation for California. And again, they are leading this session. 9-8, 9-8, 9-8-5, 9-9. Everybody above the average.
Well, and then you lead to Jessica Howe. She is absolutely beautiful on this event.
Jessica Howe has already gone 9-8 on vault and 9-7-5 on bars.
Strong combination there at the beginning.
She too is a candidate for Freshman of the Year.
Solid back handspring layout, step out. We talked about her earlier in the season. She dismounts right here. Side aerial, layout full. Wow, she is so excited. You know, she was an elite gymnast and she lived in that elite world. And if you talk to her, I ran into her mom today and she said, you know, gymnastics just wasn't as fun. And now she's come to Cal and has blossomed. And it's so great to see her love gymnastics again. And it's showing in her performances.
Yeah, I wonder sometimes at the club level if you feel isolated because so much of the focus is within, it's on yourself. You get to college, and this is a time for a young woman to make a lot of friends, lifelong friends, and you get on a team, and it's all about the team. Nobody really cares about your individual score. It's how you help the rest of the group. Allie Flores, always one of our favorite floor exercises.
Well, you mentioned the team. It does add some pressure when you first come in as a club gymnast. She opens there, front 1.5 twist to the layout, step out. You've never competed with 8, 9, 10 other girls counting on you to hit. Well, that's what this is all about. The flip side of that is it is a lot of fun. When you make a mistake, you can, or your teammate can pick you up and vice versa.
It's all about that support group. Allie Flores has been terrific on floor this year. 4 times she has reached 9-9.
Nice tumbling. Watch this ending. Anybody home?
I love anytime you put something quirky into your floor exercise. Make me remember it. Ali Flores has done that. Bill Wright and Randy Acosta. Natasha Sunby now as Arizona State will just try to erase Steigerwald's 9-7. Not a bad mark, but they can do better. They're chasing California. ASU moved from 3rd to 2nd.
She has a difficult vault. Tuck 1.5 twist. So a different position, that tuck position, if she only performed a full, it would not be a 10.0, but she adds that extra half turn. Let's take another look right here. As she leaves the table, you'll see her legs twist. She's a little off center.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
She held on to it. Those forward landings are a little bit harder to stick. It does start from a 10.0. It'll be a solid score.
The pressure now switches to Jackie McCartan to overcome Janek's 9.25. Other than that, a decent rotation for Washington.
Remember, she had some struggles on the floor exercise as well, and then did not compete on vault. So she's got to really pick her team up right here. Opening release to Tkachev. Perfect handstand there.
Jackie McCartan is scheduled to be the anchor on beam in the next rotation.
Beautiful.
And she's going after it here.
Is the dismount, giant full double tuck.
Yes,
Nailed it.
good for her. Good for her.
Not only did she bail her team out right now, they get to drop that 9.25 from Janek. She really redeemed herself after that floor exercise routine where she had a few mistakes.
Yeah, it had to be a long wait for her, and you could tell she was aggressive. She was a bit angry when she got on the bars, and it paid off. Back-to-back 9-9s for California, Leong and Jessica Howe. Crystal Paz will finish it up. Crystal Paz has gone 9.875 on balance beam this year. Junior from Fremont, California.
Triple series, finishing layout, step out. Nice leap combination. This has been an outstanding rotation for Cal. First two scores were 9-8, and then it just went up from there. Nice combination work into the dismount, gainer layout full, step back. I don't know if that's gonna drop one of the 9.8s out, but they went 6 for 6 and really are building momentum as they head into their last event.
Ali Flores with the best mark so far on floor for the U of A at 9.85. Kristen Claren back now in the anchor spot. It's a pretty good race now between California, Arizona, Arizona State.
She has unique choreography, very intense music. And she opens this routine with a huge first pass. Double Arabian. She's smart, she leaves herself enough room to hop forward out of that pass because it is very difficult to land.
She's so convincing during this routine, I get chills.
Plays the entire role. She has the big tumbling and the dynamic dance, and it's her facial expression. She's very serious and intense, matches the music and the choreography.
I'm easily frightened, but I think this would get to most people. Yeah, it's a different vibe.
Maybe her purpose is to frighten the judges.
Remember, we talked about doing something different, standing out. She does that.
Big third tumbling pass. That's a routine we're used to seeing from Arizona. This wasn't their best rotation, but those last 3 routines were solid.
Kristen Clarenbach.
Well, watch this first tumbling pass. She has so much height, which makes it difficult to land, but because she leaves herself enough room, she just had that hop forward. Stayed in bounds.
Plenty of room. Remember, she was just trying to better Amber Wadma's 9.7. Pretty confident she did that. 9.85 for Natasha Sunby. Becca Conrad, the freshman in the anchor spot for ASU.
Yurchenko layout full.
That might have been her best vault of the season. Her
Nailed
high
the
number
landing.
was a 9.75 before that. Look at Speedy, big smile on his face. And Holly Weiss. Tom Ward will be mixed in there somewhere, the other assistant. We are going to go down to the final rotation, aren't we? Jackie McCartan, you bet. California is having quite a meet. In the second session tonight, it's California, Arizona, Arizona State, and Washington. Utah was the best scorer earlier today in session 1, but let's focus on California. They just put up a 49.275 on beam. It is not only their best beam rotation of the year, it is the second best beam rotation in the history of the University of California Gymnastics. That is remarkable. And it all happened because they had back-to-back 9.9s right in the middle. Serena Leong first.
Well, they looked confident on this event, and they finished every routine out. Look at that huge double tuck. Big smile right there. She knew that that was one of the best routines she's done, and right when they needed it most. And Jessica Howe, we've seen her deliver beautiful beam routines all season long, and finish this one right here. Side aerial to the layout full. And a big hug.
And then Arizona's last floor, Kristen Clarenbach.
Well, this was a dynamic routine. She opened it with a huge double Arabian. And she also earned a 9.9.
One of her best performances of all time. And so right now, California is in first, leading second place Arizona State. Arizona's third, Washington is fourth. And California not only has a good chance to win this session, when we come back, we're going to tell you how they compare to the morning session. You might be surprised. California's having a big night. Social media is buzzing, and most of it directed at the University of Utah. Say hi, girls. 197.925. They are the high mark right now in this entire meet. They were in the day session. Utah, then Stanford was second, UCLA third, and Oregon State fourth. So the mark everyone trying to beat was 197.925. Now California cannot reach that mark, but Amanda, they can do quite well. How do they shape up against Oregon State and UCLA?
Well, they're finishing on a great event for them. They need to better than a 49.025 to beat UCLA and finish in third. To finish in fourth and take Oregon State out of it, they have to better than a 48.775, and that is very reasonable if they put up 6 strong routines.
So all of the focus now switches to California. They can win this session. Anything outside of this session, in other words, if they beat the lowest finisher from the day session, would be impressive. Now they have a chance to pick off UCLA and finish third as well. Arizona State, though, right now is sitting second in this session. Fear the fork. That's what they're all doing over the chalk. That's Tom Ward, their assistant, telling them it's not too late for you to come back and win this session. And perhaps Arizona State could finish as high as fourth. A lot of drama in the night session here. This is the first time in history that the Pac-12 Gymnastics Championships have flipped with the top 4 seeds going first. Normally they would be in the nightcap. Risa Perez will start off the Sun Devils on the bars.
Well, they have great energy heading into this last event. We've seen some of their strongest floor routines, some of their strongest vaults. Nice release combination there. This has been one of the strongest seasons for Arizona State. Nice for head coach John Spini as he's retiring. Beautiful handstand there. Finishing it out. Giant full double tuck. Little leg separation on that giant full, but a solid routine. Great night for her.
Risa Perez season high on the bars is just a 9.8. That should be better than that. Washington will finish on the beam. Mackenzie Fector first up. Mackenzie's top beam score is a 9.85 this year.
Little balance check there. Front element. She's going to repeat it because it's supposed to be in combination. If she doesn't fluidly connect those two skills, it's an automatic 5/10 off of her start value. Talking herself through this routine as she dismounts off the end. Gainer pike. Good start. I'll tell you what, the leadoffs for every single team, all 8 teams, have been so key on the balance beam.
Yeah, this is the best balance beam that we've ever seen in a meet, and it's actually a double meet, 4 in the morning and 4 teams at night. They've all been good. Zoe Draghi, first and only time we'll see Zoe tonight. She is the 4th of the Fab freshman for California. And Zoe kind of popped out of nowhere a couple of meets ago in the same spot, lead off on the floor.
Opens, oh wow. Big double tuck, a few steps back, went out of bounds.
Again, California is trying to not only win this session, but pick off Oregon State and UCLA from earlier in the morning and finish in 3rd. California has never finished higher than 5th place in conference, dating back 40 years.
Well, I mentioned that they have to better a 48.775 to move into that 4th place spot. That is going to be above a 9.76 average.
So that's all you have to look for Cal. They need 5 scores above 9.76 or the equivalent.
Finishing it up, front 1.5. She had that stumble on the first tumbling pass. She'll get deducted for the steps as well as the 1/10 out of bounds, but finished strong.
Amber Wadma for Arizona. Arizona started this rotation point 6.75 behind California.
Lay out your Chenko full. She had nice positioning on the landing, just that step forward. Take another look. It's so tough. The judges have seen this vault all day long from all 8 teams. You can see that little pike down came up a little bit short on the landing.
Back to bars for Risa Perez. Put up a nice opening number of 9.8. Christine Levin, sophomore from Lake Zurich, Illinois. First time we've seen her tonight.
Ooh. Wow. She did a giant full to the Tkachev. Just overshot the bar just a little bit. Take time to re-chalk up. We've seen some great performances from Arizona State. As we all know, it's about finishing the meet out. Right here, you get a good view of how precise they have to be, and you can see as she caught the bar, her dowel was on top of the bar. It's got to be over the bar to be able to hold on to the force through the bottom. She mounts and has to pick up the routine. Oh dear. We talk about it so often for a lot of these athletes. They don't miss these skills. They don't know how to regroup. It's a requirement to do a major release and then a release down to the low bar like that. She may not be able to do it out of combination. Looks like that's what happened. Still had to finish up the routine, and that will affect her start value.
Mackenzie Fechter went 9.775 on the beam for Washington. There's Allison Northey. Allison Northey, 9.775 earlier on floor. A 9.8 on vault. And a 9.825 on bars.
Nice jump combination. We talked about her at the beginning of the season, along with Janae Janik, one of their strong all-arounders, and Eliza Vacker. They've had some struggles in today's competition, but for Northey, she's been solid across the board. Finishing there, 1.5 twists.
That's a great meet for her. There's Johann Bowers at the very end. And that lavender top. Draghi just the 9.6. So now it's on Owens, Asturias, Howe, Leong, and Paz. They need to average a 9.76 to finish in 4th place. That would get them past Oregon State. They would need a bit more than that to catch UCLA for 3rd. But again, the highest Cal has ever finished in a Pac-12 is 5th. They're in 5th right now.
Opens up, clean double tuck. Front double full there, dances right out. I'm not sure they know the score they need, which is probably good. This is a young floor lineup. 3 of them are freshmen. They also have a sophomore. They have 1 junior and 1 senior in the entire lineup.
Two great things about freshmen. They have short memories, and next year they'll be sophomores.
Wow, this is a big routine for her.
Finish it off.
Wow, this could be a turning point.
Her
They started
career
out.
high was a 9.85. That's going to be better than that.
They started out with a rough routine, a 9.6. Like I mentioned, they are very capable on this event. They've just got to handle the pressure.
Each time California puts up a big number, I'm going to glance up at Oregon State. You wonder if they know. They can do the math. They can figure it out as well. Gabby Lobb.
Yurchenko layout full. You can see a little off center there. Let's take another look right here. Typically, the reason they're off center, you can see right there, her shoulders were a little bit turned on the takeoff. She held on to it.
Are they right? That's here's your t-shirt, all right?
11.9825. Becca Conrad will be third up for ASU. Arizona State was in second place in this session coming into this rotation.
Well, they've had outstanding momentum so far, but now they've got to rebound from that mistake. So far, so good right there. Beautiful handstand. Dismounting, double layout, a little bit short, step forward, but pick the momentum back up.
Alex Callis now. Freshman for Washington, waiting for the flag.
Next up being Alex Yakalis.
She has no balance beams in the last 3 meets. And her season high is just a 9.625.
Difficult mount there.
Coming off Allison Northey's 9.9.
You don't see a lot of gymnasts perform a difficult mount because you just want to get on the beam, get the ball rolling. Rebounded nicely there. Her back handspring layout, step out. Combination. Wow. Tell you what, the balance beam has been good to most of these teams tonight.
Back to the California Odyssey on the floor. That Draghi number, by the way, is not a 9.6, it's actually a 9.7. That helps California tremendously. And then Charlie Owens at a 9.85. Here's Alicia Asturias. Remember that California has a chance to pass Oregon State for 4th and a long shot to beat UCLA for 3rd. But they have some work to do.
Beautiful first tumbling pass. One of the taller gymnasts in this competition at 5'7". Really makes her lines and her dance stand out.
Asturias has a 9.9 on floor.
Wow.
And 6 times she has got 9.85.
This is definitely getting exciting.
Either of those numbers would be huge for Cal right now. Standing right in front of us, Justin Howell, the head coach, his wife and assistant coach, Liz, and they know it.
Finishing.
There they are in the background.
Combination. Big smiles on their faces.
Look at this. For California, it's not about 1 year. It's now about 1 rotation.
Well, they know their team is putting up some of the best routines they've done. They have great momentum. We've talked about it all season long. Their energy and confidence is completely different this year.
Gabby Lobb goes 9-8 as we move back to the vault in Arizona. Mackenzie Valentin. Mackenzie went 9-8 for Arizona on floor in the third rotation.
She is a unique vault. We see the Yurchenko all the time. Handspring pike front half.
Oh, very nice.
Stuck it. You don't see too many of those vaults because it takes tremendous power. They can also be difficult to land. We saw how much power she had on floor, and of course bringing it over to the vault. She comes onto the table in a forward position, has to reverse the flip midair. She nailed the landing. Should be a big score.
Her season high, and she's done it 3 times, is a 9.825. She's got to blow right past that mark. 9-8 for Becca Conrad. And here's Maselli. Young lineup for Arizona State as well, no seniors. Maselli, nice look. She looked up at the bars and said, I got this.
Nice combination, finishing in that Tkachev. She's got to go after this handstand right here. Beautiful. Wrapping it up, double layout. She stalled the rotation a little bit, had to pipe down, came up a hair short, but another good routine.
9.75 for Yacalis. Liza Vacker is having a good night as well. Liza Vacker, 9.825 on floor, a 9.95 on vault, which should tie her for first place. Vacker went 9.825 on bars. Vacker might be challenging her personal best in the all-around. That would be a 39.425.
We talked about at the beginning of the season, you know, Washington's a young team. We've seen some of the young mistakes they've made today, but Eliza has been a solid leader throughout this entire season. And a key player in the all-around. Oh, wow. I'm not sure I've ever seen her miss on this event. Big dismount combination. Nailed the dismount. That is too bad.
As Eliza Vacker has to accept that, Justin Howell now gets a bit of bad news. We told you before that Zoe Draghi's floor score was listed as a 9.6, then improved to a 9.7. Now it's readjusted back to the 9.6. It's more a mathematical problem than anything else. They want to forget about it anyway. Astorius went 9.9. And so here is Jessica Howe. I know she's just a freshman, but
that's where I was going. The senior goes 9.9. See what the freshman can bring.
Biggest performance of her life right here.
Beautiful double pike. All she needs is this last tumbling pass. Another combination, finishing front full.
Stayed in, and California begins to celebrate. They have cleared another hurdle. And the crowd inside Haas Pavilion being led by the conductor, Justin Howell. They feel it now. This is unbelievable. 4 years ago, they were trying to kill this program. They had run out of money. It was over. Sandy Barber put out the bat signal, and the Cal alums responded. They saved 5 sports. Donations from the public saved it. And now they have a chance to finish 4th or possibly 3rd at the Pac-12 Championships. Ali Flores.
Wow.
Everybody's getting cranked up now.
That's right, we are seeing some great gymnastics. We've seen this vault a few times tonight. Earlier, Eliza Vacker from Washington just about performed it the same, nailed the landing. And it's tough to do on those blind landing vaults. And that'll be a huge score, 9-9, I believe, or better for Ali Flores.
Ali Flores wasn't even added to the vault lineup until mid-season. Maselli, 9.75. Brianna Gaitis.
Bouncing right up to the high bar. Lots of pirouetting down to the release. Dismounting, double front. Oh. That's the risk with that dismount. I competed that dismount. Double front, you have a little bit extra adrenaline, a little too much rotation, and the hands went down.
Here's Janae Janik. We saw her with all kinds of problems moments ago on bars.
Well, now she has to rebound from Vacker's 9.325. You see that left foot is taped. That's the foot she injured at Utah. She injured the ligament in the bottom of the foot. Nice front to back connection. Solid combination. She competed all around for many meets at the beginning of the season. Of course, injured that foot today, was only in bars and beams. She had that struggle on the uneven bars. Came into the balance beam rotation, not only rebounded, that is a great routine.
How many times today have we seen an athlete struggle and then come right back with a huge number? Back to California, where Jessica Howe just went 9.85. So it's down to these last two. Serena Leong has answered the call twice already for California today.
Well, the average to move into that 4th place spot was a 9.76, but to move into the 3rd place spot is a 9.81. They have 3 scores of a 9.8 or better. 2 routines left.
So if they go 9.8 and 9.8 plus, they could finish 3rd, past Oregon State and UCLA. That would be unbelievable for California.
Well, they just need to stay in the moment. Don't do anything different than they've done all season. Put out clean gymnastics. Don't overthink it.
I'm not going to say it's like Mercer beating Duke, but you get the drift. Too soon?
She put her hands down. That means pressure is on that last person. Oh, you can see.
So close.
Definite disappointment on her face. But they still have hope. They have one more spot.
Check out the number for Ali Flores at 995 on vault. So we have a three-way tie for the Pac-12 Championship individually on vault. Liza Vacker, Ali Flores, and Georgia DeBritz. DeBritz from Utah, Flores, Arizona, and Vacker, Washington. 2 from the night session. Shelby Edwards.
Wow.
Oh, wait a minute, there might be another. There might be another one. Get out of the way, here she comes.
Let's take another look. She comes straight up off the table. Nice form in the air, straight body alignment all the way to the floor. Nails the landing.
Carissa Krause will finish the night for Arizona State.
Giant fold right to the Tkachev. Winds up, finishing full twisting double back. Good routine.
Jackie McCartney.
Jackie McCartney.
We just saw Jackie McCartney redeem herself with a 9-9 on bars. Once again, her confidence will be tested here on the balance beam.
She starts off the routine showcasing her flexibility, but we'll see more elements throughout this routine. Perfect combination there. Right there, and she takes it right into the dismount. Get her peg off the end. Wow, we are seeing some phenomenal routines here in the back part of this fourth rotation. Big hug from Elise Ray.
Justin Howell on the right side. Liz Howell, his wife and co-head coach here at California. Their night and perhaps their season has come down to one performance. Crystal Paz. They're going to have to scratch that 9-2, or they would like to scratch that 9-2. They'll have to accept the 9-6 earlier.
She's got to go big right here, and she's got to be clean. So far, so good.
California thinks they've done enough. Now it comes down to the math. Well, they know they've won the night session. Now it's just a matter of whether they did enough to get past Oregon State. Look at Arizona all of a sudden on the vault. 9-9, 9-9-5, 9-9-5, and they still have one left. Kristen Clarenbach, who just went 9-9 on floor. Maybe Arizona's going to challenge California. A big number here could make it interesting just for the night session. No, this is fun.
Yurchenko Arabian came up a little bit short, but that was a big rotation for Arizona. This is a tough vault to stick. You can see she was going for perfection on the landing, opened it up. The problem is you can't see the ground, so when it hits you a little bit earlier than you think, it is tough to save.
As if gymnastics wasn't hard enough, now it's going to involve math as well. Crystal Paz got a 9.85 for California on floor. Perhaps just scoring along at home. We'll find out when we come back. Oregon State looks very concerned. They're clinging to fourth place. We add up the numbers and give you the totals when we come back to Cal. In gymnastics, cheers equal tears. California has shocked everyone. They're not going to win it, but California has never finished higher than 5th ever in the history of the Pac-12 Championships. You're dating back 40 years. California in that final rotation did not only enough work to pass Oregon State, they passed UCLA. Before we get to California, let's pay off our champion today. The University of Utah, 197-925 for the first time ever. Utah is the Pac-12 champion. Amanda Borden is with the Red Rocks.
That's right, this is the first time you guys have won the Pac-12 Championships. Georgia DeBritz, what a night for you. How big is this win for your team?
It's huge for us. We've worked so hard for this, and I'm so happy that it showed tonight.
Well, at the beginning of the season, we said you guys have got it. And not only have we seen that, you steadily improved. How big is this as a confidence booster as you head to regionals and to NCAAs?
It's huge for us. You know, we don't have the best track record on the road, and tonight we definitely proved that we're a road team this year, and we hope to continue it for regionals.
Well, a strong night for you. We have said from the beginning, there is something special about this team. What is it?
You know, I just can't put my finger on it, but I think it's just a perfect group of girls that wants to work hard and get here.
Well, you guys set the mark today. You won the title. Congratulations to you. It was an exciting night.
Thank you.
Back to you, Jim.
Georgia DeBritz, Tori Wilson, and Amanda Borden down on the floor. Utah is the champion of the Pac-12 for the first time ever. A remarkable score of 197-925. They can hold the banner for the first time ever. Pac-12 gymnastics champions. They've won everything else. Remember, 10 national titles at the University of Utah, and they were the regular season champions as well. Stanford will finish second, and California finishes third. Their highest finish in 40 years, and they did it at home at Haas Pavilion. What a day at Cal. Alan Brum has been your producer, Tim Lay your director. I'm Jim Watson for Amanda Borden. Thanks so much for watching. Utah is the champion, Stanford is second, and California finishes third. Let them hear you.